first one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the
Tyson Fury being spoken to by Ben Davison, and there's the moment, the pre-fight kiss. I have never ever seen that before.
Well, see, the one thing I do like though is like because people are questioning Fury now, and he should be questioned because he really got let off the hook when he tested positive way back when. If the drug testing system was better in England, he never would have got to Vladimir Klitschko. He would have got caught in the Christian Hammer fight before he got to Klitschko, and he never would have had that opportunity to fight for the championship. So, and he was never made to pay for it. I mean, yeah, he got the backdated suspension, but like I said, he made the whole crazy story with the having uncastrated boar meat and all that. I know I'm repeating myself here, but it has to be said because no one's ever held him accountable for his actions. Every time he does something stupid, he just says something crazy. People write it, they laugh it off. I'm not going to sit here and say white privilege, but it's really teetering pretty close to that. I mean, think about it. Think about it. I mean, up until maybe a couple, we saw Fury roaming around maskless. Deontay Wilder caught more hell for wearing headphones at a press conference than Fury did for, his irresponsible actions in getting this fight postponed.
So there's been a few books, and people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all. Who's
everybody?
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem. I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year. So there we are. The Gypsy King versus AJ is on for next year, but there is a hurdle in the road called the Bronze Bomber, aka the Knockout King, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we got on to the big fight. So big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line. All the best. God bless you all. See you soon. Peace out.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's go. You already know what type of show this is going to be. You overstand? Smash my like button. I'll never let this go. Nope. Never. This is for the Wilder haters, fake supporters of the sport, to the monkeys. You already know what's going to happen. See what we got in the building. Pablo Escobar, Todd Swindle, Macados, Mac of the South, Real Hill. Stormy B-Man, the Sensei's in the building. DP Rocker, Dill Spooley, Dwayne Price, Steve Elder, Mac, Michael Morales. Where you been, good brother? How you feel, man? Good to see you. CB Sports TV, Asante L, Eric H, Demon in the building. What's going on? Benjamin Harrington, Nicholas Levy, Edgar Chavez, Rod Neal, Winston Lee, Alfred, what's going on? Shogun, Brandon Curry. Healers in the building. GP. Dwayne Price. Tay. Morning, ex-wife. G. McCall. Bro, you got that. I sent that back to you, good brother. Let me know you got that. I sent it back to you. I was laughing. I was like, oh, shit. Shepherd King, what's going on? AB, what's going on? Focus ball, double the likes in this hole. Hell yeah. 704 Joe. Dane Visagi, what up? What's going on? Got Shepherd King, Almighty Law, the Village Brother, Picasso, Josh, DHL Mike, Mark Wunderlich in the building. Smash the like button, y'all. Yo, G. McCall, one time I sent somebody $200 and the person sent it right back to me. He was like, nah, I don't know you, homie. I was like, well, good looking. Because I ain't even check it. I was like, oh, that was somebody else. Sent it back and it said I don't know you, homie. My bad. I was like, oops, sheesh. Crazy mistake. That was crazy. Ace Daddis was good. Main event Mark. Condo, what's going on? I said, yep, thank you, homie. I don't know you either, y'all. That was not meant for you. Oops. That was crazy. Yeah, man. So in the picture you see, there's a big coat, Tyson, no cartilage in my nose, Fury, and the man on the run with the $5 million bounty on his head, Daniel, the Kingpin Kinahan. That's who that is. Darryl, what's good? Andrew Gray. Tad Lawson, what's good? Yeah. And I'm never letting y'all forget this picture. You know, you know how many times I thought about emailing this picture and like posting this picture, like printing it out and sending it to various ESPN sites and just ask them, why y'all not talking about this? I'm talking about just spamming and, you know, just running up to like the building and pasting it all over the wall. I'm like, yo, I want to know about this. I ain't got enough time in the day to do that. I'm doing a good enough job just opening the eyes. You know, there's still people that don't know anything about Daniel Kinahan and his relationship with boxing. David Scott III, what's good? They were like, who? I'm like, oh boy, you don't know nothing about Daniel. No, who's that? MTK Global, you don't know? No, wait, what? You don't know. Wow. Coach Amber, salute. And they have their fingers on the trigger. You know, it's the funniest thing in the world when you have a casual to have their finger on the trigger ready to argue with you about Deontay Wilder and the heavyweight division and who's done what and the pound for pound list. You're like, hold on. Where's MTK Global? And then you get a blank stare. Oh, you don't know? Oh, well. On the mic with Terrence Bailey, my brother, what up? You see, let me be very clear. When you are, when you follow something, no smoke, what's going on? A lot of you can identify with this. There are certain people that do not qualify to have a conversation with you about certain things. I cannot. Give me an example. I cannot. 909 salute. I work for transit. I cannot tell a train operator how to do his or her job. I don't know ish about driving a train. King Vonnie, what's up? Big Cup of Joe, what's going on? We work for the same unit. We work for the same, we work under the umbrella of transit. But I can't tell him how to do his job. I don't know anything about it. He can't tell me how to operate a bus. He don't know anything about it. Ratchet since 91. There go all the hostage moaning. What's going on, good brother? Daniel Mitchell in the building. This is like boxing. I can't tell them they can't tell me anything about this. Now you see all the hostages in the chat. There's no one that can go to that man's page and tell him about these two men right here. Because it's deeper than boxing. You're looking at two criminals in this picture. Newt the Server, what's going on? Mahogany Nation Sports Podcast. Lou. You cannot. You cannot. You may try, but you cannot. The most anyone can do is say, you a hater. What makes me a hater? You just don't like Tyson Fury. Yeah, I don't. I've been established that I don't like this man. And go on. Therefore, you'll never give him a fair shake. I won't. Because the facts support my opinion. Watch this, y'all. Is Tyson Fury a cheater? Yes or no? Has he cheated in the past? Yes or no? Was he not suspended? Him and his cousin, did they not pop dirty? Yes or no? They had their license suspended. Yes or no? The Martin Canford situation, did that happen? Yes or no? That man in the picture right there, is that man a criminal? Yes or no? A lot of mofos don't even know who he is. Yes or no? Is a WBC world champion allowed on United States soil? Yes or no? Black Boxing King, salute. I didn't lie just now. You see these things that I just asked you? Y'all know, because we talk about it. Has Max Kellerman spoke about this? Yeah. See that? Mr. H, salute. Has Mauricio Suleiman said anything? Now, listen. Yesterday, some news came out. They're talking about, hey, man, they're not going to strip. Arb Jones, what up? They're not going to strip Jamal Charlo, and we don't know why. I have my thoughts about that, right? Whether you like Jamal or not, it's cool. It's cool. I just did a show called It Should Get Off the Pot. Jamal's going through some mental issues right now. And if Mauricio Suleiman decided to strip him, I'd be like, okay, well, he's had the belt for 2 years, hasn't done anything with it. I understand. He said, how about a Conor McGregor, Daniel Kinahan cage fight? No. Conor will kill him. And then on the way out of the cage, Conor will get killed. Ridiculous. So I'm not really focused on that, but then I thought about it. I said, they're not stripping Jamal. And some people are mad at that. Fine. At the same time, Mauricio Suleiman is allowing a special privilege for Koki the Bear, Rick Blackwell, salute, to fight an MMA fighter. Y'all remember when Anthony Joshua was a unified heavyweight champion and Deontay Wilder was at the time, the longest reigning WBC champion? Year number 7. I'm sorry, defense number 6 or 7. And Mentu, what up? All we were doing here was fighting with UK fans and some of these, weirdo American fans that are in love with AJ's legs and abs. Remember that? But the point was, at that time, we thought if we made enough noise, we can get a fight done. Now let me point something out. We succeeded. Kenny, what up? We succeeded with Errol and Bud. That fight was made right here on YouTube. The world might not know that, but it was made right here. Like how we almost made Gary Russell versus Devin Haney. Remember that? That made ESPN. That fight was made on YouTube. Remember when Eddie Hearn was running around saying fights aren't made on YouTube, on social media? Absolute lie. Absolute lie. We proved that wrong. Oh yeah, Coach Amber, you're absolutely right. We succeeded with Bud and Errol. Come to find out, the closer we got, the more Errol started talking. At the New York presser, he said something like, yo, where all this money going? And remember the tweet, I feel like I'm being played? And we were like, what does he mean by that? And then he starts talking some more. And then you're like, wait a minute. What does he mean? And you start to put things together. We succeeded with Bud and Errol where we failed with AJ and Deontay. I'm talking to you guys as a supporter of the sport. I'm saying we, as a collective, failed. There was a certain amount of fans that just wanted that fight. And then there was a certain part of fanatics. I don't like using the word fan because fan is short for fanatic. I don't like saying I'm a fanatic of anybody because fanatics are crazy. Do you remember the trolls that would come up in our chats before we was allowed to close the borders? Post 67, salute. Do you remember all those trolls? Do you remember the things that they said? Let me put it up on the screen for you. Do you remember the things they would say? This is an email that was sent to BFTB. He forwarded it to me. He said, look, this is what I get. Do you remember? Who has time to create a Gmail account just to do this? But then do you remember the type of fans from the UK that came out for that in defense of AJ? And we're like, okay, good. You think AJ knocks out Deontay? Can we get the fight so we can see it? Because at that time, all we wanted to see, they were the two best in the game. We just want the best to fight the best. And then AJ, listening to Eddie Hearn, bought into it, talking about freezing people out and I'm the A side and you do what I say. And Deontay was like, yeah. Can we just fight? And it didn't happen. And Fury getting a phone call from Deontay, a supporting phone call, get your fat ass off the couch, I want to give you this payday. The boxing world needs the Gypsy King because he was very entertaining and gave him a bag, and look at where we at now. This is how you say thank you? This is what you do? I ain't got to get hyped with y'all this morning. Y'all know what happened. When the Pilgrims landed on this soil, because America is red ground, it's red ground. The natives of this land taught them how to survive. Oh yeah, this is very nice. Oh yeah, we got 4 seasons here. Okay, you kill that buffalo and you cook the meat and break down the bones and make spears and pots and pans and you could pick nuts and berries and it's beautiful over here. Years later, okay, we'll be taking it from you, huh? Come here, Pocahontas. This is called a musket. How does that work? What's better than that bow and arrow? Let me show you. Boom! Run that land. And that's the short version. You should have left that cokehead on the couch. Because all he would have been was a bodyguard for Daniel Kinahan. Just leave him there. Deontay Wilder gave that mofo another breath at life, and this is what he does? And when we're looking like, yo, how could he do this to him? When I spoke to a lot of my white friends, you know what they told me? When they're asking me what's going on in boxing, and here's my right-handed guard, and I said this many times. They're like, yo, what's going on with boxing? I'm like, man, this guy, Tyson Fury, whatever. They're like, wait a minute, that's his real name? I said, yeah, his last name is Fury. His first name is Tyson. His dad allegedly named it after Mike Tyson. Oh, dope name. Yeah, it is. And they're like, okay, well, damn. Where's he from? Oh, he's a Brit, but you know, I think he's Irish or something. And they get on Google. They say, oh, they call him the Gypsy King? Yeah. He's a gypsy? Yeah. That's why he cheated your man? I'm like, what? He's a fucking gypsy. They told me that. They told me. I didn't know anything about that. I said, please explain. The only thing I know about gypsies was from the Scooby-Doo cartoon. Right-handed guard. I ain't know nothing about no damn gypsies. And then I thought about it. I saw a movie called Snatch, but it's Hollywood. Y'all remember Snatch? But that was symbolic of how they move. And I said, oh, shoot, that's real? A roundabout? I didn't know that. They said, yeah, you remember back in the 80s when you used to say, yo, you gypped me? That's where it came from. I said, really? Oh, man. So if they ain't cheating, they ain't trying. It's in their DNA. This is what they do? Yeah. He said, yeah, he's a gypsy. Of course he did. He cheated. He said, everything you told me, it would be hard to believe, but that when you told me he's a gypsy, I believe it. Wow. But we liars, though. But ESPN puts up stuff like this. I'll never delete this. 2018. You remember this? Remember that? We still ain't fighting. Kenny Peeps, Brandon Curry, boxing MMA, Jerry Alexander, slipped the jab, Rashad Livingston. I didn't know it. PGH Big Dog, what up? Type the Ghost, what up? KG, what up? Just scrolling up to see if I missed anybody. So this guy gets to fight Francis Ngannou. I haven't heard any backlash. I don't see any video. Well, you know, I don't pay attention to anybody outside of the LDBC. There's only a handful of people that I do follow, but there's no outrage, nothing. Hell yeah, Stormy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hodgson says, Fury is only a gypsy when it suits him. Then he mutates into a patriotic Englishman. Then rapes the American flag, or wraps the American flag around himself, singing American Pie. A fraud top and bottom. Yeah, he came here and sung Bye Bye Miss American Pie. Remember? Squirrely, what's going on? Where you been? And these cats out here ate it up. give you an example. Deontay Wilder goes to the UK and stretches Dillian White or AJ. Let's say that happened in the 02. He stretches them, then grabs the mic and sung London Bridge is Falling Down. There'd more than likely be a riot. Right, salute. And these fools on ESPN in America will say, oh man, that's just poor behavior. Have some decency. I mean, you don't have to do that. I mean, you just killed the man in the ring. Come on, Deontay Wilder. I can hear Stephen A. Snitch right now. That's just all bad, Deontay. That's just all bad. Show some class. You killed the man in the ring. You don't have to sing London Bridge is Falling Down. Mo Boxing, what's good? Dale Blackwood, salute. So, DHL Mike says, does Fury still have a house in Vegas? I don't know. They probably sold it. He's not allowed to be here. They probably seized it or whatever they did. But, he's not here. He ain't been here in how many years now? Year and some change. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn born, what up? Year and some change. He hasn't been here. Judah Israel, what up? So, I just wanted to set the dinner table for that, or the breakfast table for that. Yeah, Mo, I really did. And I was glad that he got him off the couch. Can you believe that? But this is before I knew about the McDermott fight. I remember the fight, but I didn't know about what happened behind the scenes. And when I did, I said, oh my God. When I learned about it, I said, yo, he's been fucking with gloves since then. And then the Nicholas Asbury situation. He went online with that stuff. And I said, is he telling the truth? And they never called him a liar or threatened to sue him. They apologized. How is American media not talking about that? They didn't say, oh, he's a liar. They said, we're sorry. We're just trying to get our guy confidence. He got on my live and said he turned the glove over and the egg weight fell out. He was on Aki's channel, said the same thing. And I remember everyone in the chat calling him a liar. Yeah, he's lying, right? Magically, Deontay gets a dent in his skull. Fury's never done that before. Deontay's doctor says the injuries to his skull are inconsistent with a goddamn boxing glove. And then when we go back and look at the damn video, the gloves look deflated. Everybody sees it, and you know the thing is, nobody cared. Nobody cared. And then when we say, yo, look, a lot of this has to do with ethnicity. The fact that he's a black man. Yeah, salute. Paul Carrick, my brother. Avery Black, what up? When we say that, all of a sudden, we're playing a race card. We're racist. Snacks B, what up? We're racist for pointing it out. You know, I like to do this. Just reverse the roles. If Al Heyman was a gangster on the run, and there was a picture of Al Heyman and Deontay like this, oh, I'm sorry, like this, they'd be talking about it every day. Hell, they talk about Al Heyman every day right now. He's never done anything remotely close to Daniel Kinahan. Daniel Kinahan's not in jail, but you got motherfuckers running around here talking about Al Heyman should be in jail. Timothy, what up? Anwar Willis, salute. Nothing. And you see, you can't talk to me about Tyson Fury without talking to me about this. Skywalker, what up? You can't. You cannot. You cannot. I'm not discussing Tyson Fury unless you're ready to talk about all of it. You got to talk to me about all of it. It's like that with all sports. Smooth Shy, what's going on, bro? You got to talk about all of it. How did he get there? How did he get to where he is? Talk to me. You can. When I start talking about how he's cheating and he's been protected because he has a complexion for the protection, and he was protected by Bob Arum, Daniel Kinahan, and where's MTK Global? Ring Dragon, what up? You know, you always met with resistance. Now, to the UK fans that want to justify Fury's moves, I already know what type of time y'all on. Which is why I don't take you guys serious. I really don't. I really don't take you guys serious. But you American fans, you guys, y'all are different. Well, first of all, I can't find an American Tyson Fury fan. I can't find y'all. Y'all just pop up when he does something, and y'all say a little something and you vanish. I can't find an AJ fan. There was never any Dillian White fans. You guys are Deontay Wilder haters. Art man, my brother. You guys are something different. And all I'm saying is time is slowly revealing the truth, because right now, all right, with all the lying that y'all done on Deontay, he's still here. He's still a threat. He still generates a lot of revenue. He's still more talked about in the division than the two champions, whom should be fighting each other. And you quote unquote boxing fans, where's the outrage? One fight away from undisputed, two white undefeated fighters. Somebody's got to go. They're not even anywhere close into the ring. And all of you niggas that had everything to say about Deontay, and all you niggas on American soil that want to jump on AJ's nuts, where y'all at? Ed Woodson, my brother, what up? Where y'all at? I thought y'all were boxing fanatics. You should be screaming for what's right. What's right now? We should have an undisputed match. And y'all quiet. But it's funny. Charles, what up? It's funny, y'all pop up when we show support and love for Deontay. We actually rub elbows with the man. We support the man. It's more than just because. It's what he represents and what the industry tried to do to him. Same reason why we support Devin Haney. This is what he represents and what the industry tried to do to him. They tried to do him a disservice. Are y'all not paying attention? Do you care? Gerard Harlem in the building. What up? This is a serious thing. This is why I listen to some of you niggas and I don't understand you. Oh, wait, I do. You know why? On my other channel, people say, man, how'd you let that chick talk for 4 hours? I say, yo, y'all needed to see what we're dealing with. When we talk about how bad some of these Black American women are, y'all don't believe us. You know how I dealt with it? Because I'm used to dealing with it. I done dealt with 1,000 fat bitches like that. That just Felix, what up? It was lightweight for me. She was a heavyweight, but it was lightweight for me. I was just watching her like, yeah, you see, I ain't making it up. Because you can't make this shit up. Wait a minute. Godfather.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Can't. It was easy for me. And as soon as she said, well, what can we do to make the Black community better? I said, well, y'all sisters, 80% of y'all are overweight. The first thing y'all need to do is come to the gym with me. and eat right and get down to a normal weight and set the tone for our children, because y'all the first teachers of the household. The kids see you and they see you eating right, they're gonna want to eat right. Not want to, they ain't gonna know any other way but to eat right. She flew right off the goddamn live after talking shit for 4 hours. Go watch it. So I know how to deal with it. As soon as I start talking about healthy living and diet, she imploded and probably jumped off the stream, went in her refrigerator, ate a whole Edam's cheesecake by herself with strawberry dip on the side. Boxing, please. She looked like a heavy bag. Seriously. She looked like a heavy bag with 2 speed bags up here. I'm not talking bad about her. I'm telling the truth. Y'all saw it. So when I ask these fans, where y'all at? There's no outrage. It's selective outrage. I can explain to you why I support Deontay Wilder. I can explain to you why I support Devin Haney. Just because I support Devin Haney don't mean I hate Tank and Frank Martin. They're supposed to be calling each other out. I want those fights. But when I see someone moving funny, I'm going to call that out. That's why I'm looking at Shakur crazy. I'm disappointed in that kid, man. His behavior is unbecoming. Y'all will never know. Some of y'all do. But do you know that look he gave Devin in the ring after he beat Lomachenko? 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 That look that Shakur gave him, y'all will never know how dangerous that look is. Shakur is literally possessed by the demon that killed Nipsey. Yeah, I said it. The look on his face when he sent the bottle service over to Devin at a party that he invited him to, sign the contract. The look on his face when he did that, I said, there's that look again. I don't like that shit, man. That shit dangerous. That shit dangerous, man. I don't like that shit. That shit dangerous. Devin needs to stay the fuck away from him. There's no more phone calls. There's no more, yo, what up, nigga? Yo, I'm going here. Yo, no more of that. If it was ever that. He's consumed by a deadly sin. It's called envy. Devin is getting shine that he earned, especially since it technically wasn't in the cards for Devin to get as far as he did. Black Gun Owners Magazine, salute. It wasn't in the cards. I played it for you. Teofimo spilled the beans, his dumbass. Lomachenko dumping belts, his dumbass. Taking short money against George Cambozo, what up? Jamel, what up? Shitty cuz Santiago, shitty cuz Sanchez. It wasn't in the tarot cards for Devin. He literally had to scrap to get the way he is. And now he's celebrating the fruits of his labor. You got Teofimo saying, yo, this kid is shining. You know, all that dumb shit T.O.'s saying. T.O.'s mad because the red carpet was rolled out for him, and all he had to do was beat George Cambozo. And he didn't do it. And then what does he do on the video? He said, yo, it wasn't meant for me to beat him. Because you already know what I was going to do with it. Meaning he beat George Cambozo. He was going to dump the belts and go to 140 anyway. He never wanted to fight Devin. Now Devin's entertaining 140. He wanted 24 hours to see what was going to happen. They said, no, you got a deadline. What's the deadline? You got a deadline, man. Come Friday, you need to either fight Shakur or Regis. In the midst of that, you think Teofimo didn't know they were going to do that? Then he wants to jump on Twitter. Yeah, nigga. Come through. Let's see what you're going to do now. I'm tired of you eating off of my name. Whatever bullshit he said. And then Mauricio Sillyman gives him this deadline. You think it's not by design? It's at this point, you're undisputed champion. You can do whatever you want to do, young king. And let me go on record by saying this. Mother F, I'm trying not to curse as much. Mother F Shakur Santiago. Shitty cuz Sanchez. He could wait 2-3 years. And this is off a general principle. Because you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You're a goddamn hater, dude. Get in line. Fuck you. Go on the Fight Regis program, Devin. What's the WBC gonna do? Strip you? So what? Okay, we're gonna strip you. Now watch this. Threaten to strip Devin, right? Watch me bring this full circle. Threaten to strip Devin. You're gonna leave Maul Charlo alone. And you're allowing Big Coke to fight a mixed martial artist. Special privilege. But wait a minute, how does that explain Jamal Charlo? You want to know what I believe? And this is just me thinking. Jerome, what up? This is just me thinking. You know what I believe? That's what I believe. I believe Mauricio Sillyman wants Jamal right there. Callie, what up? I think he wants him right there. Nice and mentally messed up. Not in the best of shape. He wants Jamal to lose that belt in the ring. Remember, these people are symbolic. 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 He knew Alejandro, him man ass, was on drugs trying to become a man. He knew that. He was hoping she didn't get caught. He knew that. He don't want to strip Jamal. He wants to see Jamal lose that damn belt in the ring. That's what he wants to see. I want to show you something. Well, you know, I'll just pull something up. I'm going to go to the rankings right now. Let's go to 160. Gennady Golovkin, Erslanju Lara, Janibek, Vincenzo, Guteri, whatever the hell. There's some nigga named Dennis Rodman. Look, there's Sergio Martinez is still down there. Look at that. That's hilarious. He's like 104. Anybody. Look at Danny Garcia, ranked number 7 in the WBA. Look at that. That's not our Danny Garcia though. Pause. There's somebody down here in these rankings that Mauricio Sillyman sees value in. Look at Carlos Adames. Look no further. Carlos Adames. He's Dominican. There might be a Latino fan base there. Right now, he's on fire. Reef the Watcher, salute. He's on fire right now. Mauricio Sillyman wants to see Jamal lose it in the ring. That's why he's not stripping him. That's just my opinion. You can have your own opinion. My opinion is no, don't strip him. He's watching the landscape. He'd rather see Jamal lose it in the ring. Because Jamal's O got to go. And right now he's perfect for the taking. Perfect for the taking. Perfect. And it's a shame that a lot of you niggas don't see the play. It's a shame. Why are you saying that about Jamal, Drew? Because I feel it's true. I feel it's very true. Oh, I know Black Boxing Kings. But if they strip Devin and Shakur fights it for a vacant, look, I'm not going to give him credit for it. They stripped Josh Taylor all over the place, but too late. He was already undisputed. We all saw it. The business stripped him. He didn't lose it in the ring until he fought Tio. He lost that last set of belts. But he didn't lose him in the ring. He was too late. Already happened. He was undisputed. Too late. We saw it. I feel the same way about Devin. He won it and defended it twice against Joe Cambozo and White Jesus. Black Jesus beat the shit out of White Jesus. It happened, y'all. And y'all niggas went crazy. And Ellie sat back, is running around throwing mics in people's face, trying to spark shit. Too late, it happened. Clarence McLean, what up? Too late, it happened. Too late. Too late. How you like that? You don't? Too bad. Too bad. So we're dealing with all of these things. The Devin Haney shit, the Shakur bitch like envy. Tank, you know, in and out of prison, you know, whatever he's going through. Then all y'all niggas laughing. Retros, what up? All y'all niggas laughing when Devin gets pulled over in the car with the police. Anytime a black person gets pulled over in the car by police, that's cause for concern, but y'all niggas found it funny. Something wrong with y'all. Something absolutely wrong with y'all. Something absolutely wrong with y'all. Eric Jordan in the building. What up? Something wrong with y'all. That's why we can't get nowhere. Can't get nowhere. We'll never get anywhere. There, I said it. We're too divided. We pick and choose. Bliggity black, we're bliggity black, we're bliggity black, and fuck the police or whatever. I'm like, yo, look what happened to Deontay, you know, Tyson Fury and Daniel Kennedy. No. Deontay lost because he can't box. He can't box. He lost because he can't box, and Fury is a better boxer. He can't box. All he got is a right hand, and Fury's just a better boxer. He's better. What you gotta say? You just don't like Tyson Fury. You're a racist.
Yeah, come on!
A lot of times I play that video, these bananas come out of nowhere, but they're delicious. Every time I play that video, The monkeys, they can actually sit on the floor and lick their own balls and scratch behind their ear with their feet. Brandon, what up? They actually sit down with their hairy back wife and pick the ticks out of their hair. They actually start grooming themselves and eating the goddamn bugs. Bob, absolutely. Trying to tell these niggas about Tyson Fury and Daniel Kennedy, they ain't going to hear it. This is what happens when you have a nation full of kids that grew up with ADD and had a steady diet of Prozac. You see, Aaron, what up? You see, the remedy for a kid with ADD when I was growing up was a good old-fashioned ass whooping. The remedy for ADD was taking that little motherfucker's video game away and putting it up in the closet. And you tell him, if you don't do your homework, Clay King, what up? If you don't do your homework, you'll never get this game back. That's what my mama did to me. You gotta make a choice. I'm sorry, Stormy. I didn't know you meant today. Okay, I'm sending it right now. I misread what you said. I sent it, Stormy. Oh, Big J, you know, I didn't. My bad. Can you send that to me, please? I get a lot of stuff, bro. I'm so sorry. You know, I was fucking up in school, and my mother had to put up the ColecoVision. Y'all remember Coleco? Y'all that old? Exactly, Ring Dragon. You fucking up in school? Take it away. I come from the era where there was cartoons on after school. The mother would say, yeah, you know what? I'll let you watch your G.I. Joe and Transformers. 4 o'clock, when that shit go off, you do your homework. I would do my homework, but I had a wild imagination. I would draw. I draw a lot. I still draw. But I was fucking up in school, and she says, okay, you come home? Ain't no G.I. Joe. Hit those books. Big brother in life, what up? Hit those books. That was the cure for ADD. And if there was something past that, then you work with the school system to get the kid help. But my ADD was I saw more value in video games and drawing comic books and just hanging out and playing dodgeball and basketball and wrestling in school. I was more focused on the leisure time and not learning anything. So how they cured my ADD was taking shit away that I liked because I had to focus on what's important. Now, they drug your kids up. Oh, he has ADD. Give him this Prozac. Get him out of here. That's how they do us. The sensei's in the building. Salute.
Hey, what's good?
What's going on?
Oh, man. Took me a minute. I found out my AC is acting up again.
Damn.
Had the people out here, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I was just saying, man, you know, there's I'm done trying to make the case for this situation. I've made peace with the fact that America doesn't care. They really don't give a shit. And they're content with the idea. And I have to remind the people that when Deontay and AJ was one fight away from undisputed, we were on here fighting like it was a wild, wild west. Every day, literally, there's people that made thousands of dollars off of AJ versus Wilder content. And y'all are out now, gone now. And here we are still in the pocket. And I don't even have to talk about Deontay this morning. I'm just asking that we're one fight away from undisputed. And I can't believe that there isn't the same amount of energy in these two champions fighting to have one face, one name. I can't believe that. Well, I can, but I'm asking, where's all the smoke? Where's all the trolls? Where's all the American Fury fans? I don't recall seeing any American Usyk fans, but where they at? These two champions are undefeated. Somebody's got to go. They're not even coming close to fighting each other. In fact, people are still talking about Deontay and AJ in Saudi. And this is where we at with this. I looked at this article from Boxing saying Frank Warren said, nobody wanted to fight Tyson Fury. What can you do? You lying sack. I'm really trying to watch my mouth nowadays, man.
Yeah.
What's your take on that, Stormy?
Well, believe it or not, there are so many underlying factors of what's going on. My camera's kind of lagging. That's why I turned it off.
It's all good. It's all good. I know.
Yeah. Man, listen. I think that what Frank Warren said last week in an interview, and I kind of sent you that information, they are more prone to robbing the public, deceiving the supporters of the sport of boxing than they are to provide you with real boxing. You know why? Because in its present state, certain people can't participate and be at the top. Remember, in most sports, professional sports, them folks are always at a position to be in a driver's seat or control things or be at the center, and whatnot, except for in boxing. Because in boxing, other people who have known struggle, strife, been poor, been disadvantaged, they have more to fight for. And so therefore, when they participate in the sport, they become successful. And they move them other folks off to the side.
Yeah.
And the PTB that controls things, they're tired of that. They want to see their own in there. And they will go through any length to make that process happen. The Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight is a perfect example of that. Outside of fighting Deontay Wilder and Vladimir Klitschko, who has Tyson Fury fought? He has fought no top 10 fighters. He has not fought the King Kong Ortizes or even the Dominique Brazils or now, presently, you got the Frank Sanchez's and guys like that. Felix Hergovic, Joe Joyce. He made a remark saying, I'm only fighting the guys of my generation. Well, Joe Joyce is older than Tyson Fury.
That's right.
And so is Zhilei Zhang. Those are your generations. Why aren't you fighting those guys? Because it's a game. It's a manipulation. And you got a guy at the base of it, who is financing things, intimidating people behind the scenes, making things exclusive, I still believe that he is even at this thing that's happening in Saudi. I think that he may be behind that because he can afford the luxuries of being a chameleon. You understand?
Yeah.
You spoke a moment ago and broke down perfectly about Fury being a gypsy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as you were playing the sound bites earlier, I listened to something, and I've heard that sound bite just like you've played it, I don't know how many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then something stood out. The sound bite where he talks about fighting Anthony Joshua. Can you play it one more time? I'm getting ready to point something out to all of you out here. Please play it one more time.
Here we go.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem. I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year. So there we are. The Gypsy King versus AJ is on for next year, but there's a hurdle in the road called the Bronze Bomber, aka the Knockout King, and I will get onto him and knock him spark out, and then we got on to the big fight. So big thank you, Dan, for getting this deal over the line. All the best. God bless you all. See you soon. Peace out.
Okay, now check this out. That took place before the second fight with Wilder and Fury, right?
Yep.
Okay, can you play? Can you take it to a certain part? Are you able to do that?
Nah, not on stream, y'all.
Okay, well, what he said was the deal would be a 2-fight deal with he and AJ, but first he has to what?
Spark Deontay.
No, he said something else. But it was about Deontay.
Mm-hmm.
Play it one more time. I'm sorry, since you can't just go to it. Play it one more time. I'm going to point this out to you guys.
Hello there. I'm just after getting off the phone with Daniel Kinahan. He's just informed me that the biggest fight in British boxing history has just been agreed. Get up there, my boy! Big shout out, Dan. He got this done. Literally over the line. 2-fight deal. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next year. One problem. I just got to smash Deontay Wilder's face right in the next fight. And then we go into the Joshua fight next year.
Whoa.
Smash Deontay's
face right in.
What did you say earlier in this show about Deontay's physician talking about his injuries from that fight?
Those injuries are inconsistent with the boxing glove.
And it happened to his face,
His face. Yep, he told on himself just now.
He told on himself. Now, all these times, remember, I told you, I've listened to that as many times as you played it. I remember us having discussions on it and everything. But today, it resonated with me what he did in that second fight.
He just told on himself.
He told on himself, but he told the truth. Now, if you pair that with what was transpiring that Nicholas Asbury found out in the gym, it aligns perfectly. Asbury found out that his gloves were compromised. After sparring with him previously, and it go as a routine sparring match, and then that second time, he said the punches felt differently.
Yep.
And he had to go and check the guy's equipment.
Yep.
And what happened? Stuff fell out of the gloves, something else fell out of the gloves.
Yep.
Now, how about this? After the first fight, Deontay said he don't punch hard. Didn't he say that?
Yep, that's exactly what he said.
He was like, yeah, he landed some good shots, but nothing like put me in jeopardy or danger or nothing. He rocked me a couple times, yeah. But in that second fight, Deontay had bruises and injuries within, what was that, 7 rounds that they fought?
Yep.
That didn't transpire in freaking 12 rounds of their first fight.
Nobody picked that up.
Look at his face. Look at Deontay's face in the second fight, and look at his face after the end of 12 rounds of the first fight.
Completely different.
You cannot make this stuff up. But all I'm saying is, you pay attention to people when they talk to you and when they say something to you. Believe them the first time. See, I'm sorry I was a little bit late and I didn't want to take your show in a particular direction, but you had said that early and I was chomping at the bit to come on to point this out. Because the more that you pay attention, the more that you can see beneath the surface. So what am I saying in total about how they're trying to angle and position people? Fury is not fighting all of the regular heavyweights that he should fight because he can't get away with doing these things against everybody else. So they're bringing a guy that doesn't even have a freaking professional fight under his belt from a different sport. And God knows what he'll do to this man.
We're going to find out.
And come across looking spectacular doing it. Because you think that Ndongo's people know what to look for and everything? You think they're listening and paying attention to us? No, you know why? Because they're too biased. They're too bigoted. They're too prejudiced to listen to us when we can educate, and the others out here that are main media, so-called, won't touch on this stuff to put the people on to what's really happening in the sport of boxing. A reason why Teddy Atlas was fired from ESPN, because he knew better. He did. And he was trying to say certain things at certain times. Yes, he said some real jacked up things at times that allowed his privilege and his prejudice come to, because he can't help it. It's part of his DNA. But I'm sorry, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And he would tell the truth and people wouldn't listen because of his prejudice and his bias, right? But ESPN said, oh, we better get rid of him because somebody might get smart. And with what was happening with, you know, the Teflon man behind the scenes, someone like Teddy would definitely blow the whistle on that. Because remember, Teddy connected too. Let's just be honest. Ain't nothing gonna happen to Teddy. He gonna be here. But they just made sure he wasn't gonna be there. And what happened after he left? It really got ugly, didn't it? Huh? Consulting fees, multi-million dollars in consulting fees. Are you kidding me?
Come on, man.
From someone who wasn't even born, but the man who owns and operates Top Rank Boxing, been in boxing more years than he's been alive.
Let me go back here. Let me go back here for a second. I'm about to show something that Big J sent me. Salute to Broken Traditions in that super chat. Much love. He says salute to Drew and Stormy in the chat, man. Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you. And if I miss you in the chat, just know that I love you, man. I'm multitasking. These new gloves, right? They're not like the old Everlast gloves. You remember the old Everlast gloves? You know, you go back, if y'all can go back and watch George Foreman, he fought like in a Frankenstein mummy type of style. He used to open up the palm, you know. Yeah. Those old Everlast gloves, you're able to do that. These new gloves, you can't do that.
Right.
They have a natural curve in it. Am I right?
Right.
They have a natural curve. Okay. Anyone that's tried on gloves, I have several pairs of gloves in my house right now. You can't open up gloves a certain way. They have a natural curve. When you put your hand in it naturally go like that. You might be able to open it up a little bit. But can anyone explain to me what the fuck is that? What is that?
That's an open glove. That's
that glove is broken. That glove is broken, y'all. He should not be able to open up his hand all the way like that. He may as well had MMA gloves on. What the fuck is that, man? That glove is broken, y'all. That glove is broken. Please, man, stop. Cut the bullshit, man. The dude cheated, and y'all are cool with it. Y'all are cool with it. Y'all are cool with it. And y'all don't care. No one's even talking about Fury and Usyk being undisputed. Y'all not even talking about it. All y'all niggas jumped in our chat with the aha and he lost whatever. Y'all just vanished. Y'all don't care no more. Y'all stuck around long enough to see what you saw and you rode off into the sunset. So you think. So you think. You were never AJ fans. You were never Fury fans. And let me talk to you niggas some more. He about to hurt Ngannou. He about to hurt Ngannou very bad. Ngannou does not have a chance against Tyson Fury. Ngannou is not a boxer, y'all. Now, if this was MMA, he'd get in there and kick the shit out of Fury and it'd be over with. If Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather in the octagon, he'd play with him. He'd have fucked Floyd up. He'd have kicked him in the leg and threw him to the ground and choked him, and the fight would have been over in seconds. You saw what happened when Randy Couture fought James Toney. It was over. As soon as he grabbed him, it was over with. Ngannou's gonna get hurt, y'all. He's gonna get hurt. And you better hope he don't cheat this man, because if he cheats him on top of doing whatever he's doing, if that man gets hurt in the ring, hospitalized, if he gets an injury in this ring that jeopardizes his MMA career, y'all need to look in the fucking mirror, man. You need to look in the fucking mirror.
Just like when he stopped Cunningham, right? In that fight, he was doing a lot of dirty stuff. You know, Eddie Cotton, who was a wonderful referee at the time, spoke out about Fury. But when he stopped Cunningham, do you remember the end result? How the holding, hitting, and pushing and mauling, and he stopped him. When he stopped Dillian White, yes, he hit him with an uppercut, but he shoved Dillian White to the floor.
Yep.
He shoved him to the floor. Now, we don't like Dillian White. We have professed that. Mm-hmm. But you still have to speak sincerely with what was seen. He hit the guy with a shot and shoved him to the floor. And the guy was counted out. Now, the shot dazed him. Boom, he get hit, but when he hit the floor, he may have hit his head. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a double concussion right there where you get hit twice. Now, maybe he hits Dillian White with that uppercut and it shakes him up and he wobbles, and then you go in and try to finish him off. But when you shove him to the floor, because I'm gonna tell you something, someone else very famous got away with the same thing. Lennox Lewis against Michael Grant. He hit Michael Grant with an uppercut while he was holding his head.
On his head, yeah, he did.
And then shoved him to the floor, but right behind it. The tricks of the trade. Now, when I say these things, don't think that I'm trying to detract from anyone's victories or success or anything, but I'm trying to tell you, if you know what you're looking at, you can put these things together just like I'm doing. I'm no savant. It's just that I pay attention. And you should as well. But that thing about that soundbite today and the epiphany I had behind what was the actual end result of that second fight, I'm sorry, people. It is as plain as day. It's right there. You cannot say anything. He spoke those words. In other words, the fix was already in. What do I mean? How do you say that about Wilder didn't participate in that. No, but Wilder didn't have any knowledge of what they were doing on Fury's end.
None.
The gloves, it was practice against Nicholas Asbury. Practice.
That's right.
Remember when he was training for Wilder in the second fight and had hired Sugar Hill, they put media personnel, YouTubers, whoever was covering him during his camp, they put him out the gym.
Yep.
We said, we're getting ready to work on some things. Everybody got to get out.
Everybody get
Remember
out.
that? That's actually on film.
Yep. Yep. We can't see that because we just spoke up on it. And that's why they don't like us. We're not on the take. Well, some of us aren't. Some of us aren't. Some of us aren't. There's a lot of you niggas out here that took money to change your tune. I was offered money. 78 was offered money. Black was offered money. BFTB was offered money to talk down on certain fighters that we support and talk up fighters we don't support. Dead serious.
The only thing I'm trying to do is bring people back on board of what you're supposed to be paying attention to. You can like who you like in the sport of boxing, just like you can have your favorite team in other sports. But you should never compromise integrity and intelligence for ignorance.
That's right.
Okay? Because when you know better, you're supposed to do better. I said supposed to do better. But most people enjoy the bliss of ignorance because they're usually not held accountable for it. You don't get by that here with what we do because we're going to point it out. Look at what they tried to do to Devin Haney in the promotion against Kambosos. Look at how they allow Kambosos to be disrespectful at the initial press conferences for the first fight, the first promotion.
Boy. You were chosen,
all of that
boy.
stuff. And people would try to say, oh, that's just hype for the fight. No, it was disrespect.
It was disrespect, man.
When he and his wife were out and they were talking about they were getting niggered. Huh?
God, oh my God.
What was that? Huh? What was that? See, you listen. If you and I said this in your chat the other day, I said, if you want to own up to something, own up to your own ignorance and your own plight and start to overturn that process and get better. Because when you allow people to disrespect you, they're going to disrespect you more.
Yep.
The old saying is, if somebody let you bump their head, bust it to the white meat.
True story.
Well, I'm trying to bust y'all heads to the white meat of sensibility in the sport of boxing out here so you can pay freaking attention to what's really going on.
You guys need to wake up and smell the failure. I mean, I need you guys to understand something. Whenever we get together as a community and express our detest about a bad situation, do they not always try and brush us off as crazy and complaining and, oh, here they go again. Here they go. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? We have data to support what we're talking about. And we're being brushed off as crazy, racist, playing a race card and all this other stuff. We haven't lied to you not one time. We don't have to. The liar is Tyson Fury and Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. Those are the goddamn liars. Those are the liars. Those guys.
Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. Those guys are the goddamn liars. We've shown it several times, man. Several times. So now Frank Warren is telling you that nobody wanted to fight Fury, so they got to fight Ngannou. And I want you niggas to understand something. And I'm not wishing it on anybody, especially not Francis. But you guys need to understand, Francis Ngannou is not a boxer. He's totally doing this for the damn paycheck, and he's going to get a good paycheck. But I need to ask y'all something. With Tyson Fury's past and his present and his history of who he's rolling around in the mud with, I'm talking to you niggas right now, you pro-black niggas. He's about to fight an African. Are you comfortable with this whole situation? I'm gonna tell you something. Something bad happens to this brother. You niggas need to look at yourselves in the mirror. Because the truth of the matter is, Fury should have been kicked out of the sport a long time ago. He should have been kicked out of the sport after the second fight with Wilder. He was caught. But you niggas fought for him. So when I talk about a code, just understand, you niggas are part of the problem. If something bad happens to Francis Ngannou in that ring, blood is on your hands, man. And I hear y'all niggas right now, I ain't telling him to get in the ring. Yeah, technically you did. Because Tyson Fury shouldn't even be in the sport right now. He's rolling around with gangsters. Yeah, I know. But Al Heyman, right? But Al Heyman, when a black person is killed by a white person, it don't even have to necessarily be a cop. Y'all know what happened about a month ago? The black kid going to pick up his siblings, knocked on the wrong door, pew, bullet right through the door, almost killed him. That cracker done shot the kid through the damn door. He went to the wrong house. That's what you're supposed to do? What about this sister with the 3 kids with the racist neighbor? Threatened her baby, she went and knocked on the door, boom! Shot her through the door. That case is still going on. I can't believe it's not open and shut. When you ignore certain things, you give white supremacy room to breathe. Why am I bringing those 2 situations with the shootings up? You know why? I can't tell you how many blogs I've been to where black people are on there turning up. And what do you think these crackers say to us? And I'm saying us because black people as a collective. What do you think they say? But, Chicago, where Stormy lives, and that dude named Dave, where they live. But, Chicago, but the Bloods and Crips. We're not talking about that. But you give them ammunition when you do act a fool. You niggas stood in the pocket for Tyson Fury after all of the evidence. The man 50 grand, his man 50 grand is on the run right now with a $5 million bounty on his head. Mauricio Suleiman, Bob Arum, Tyson Fury, all these guys did business with him. And y'all still in the pocket for this guy? If something bad happens to that brother Francis, that blood's on your hands. I hope it's just a boom, 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 and the bell rings and it's over. But if he goes in there with loaded gloves and Francis' face start looking like Frankenstein, shit's on your hands. That shit's on your hands. There's no cheating in boxing, but after he beat Dillian White, I got the video where he's handed a bottle of water. Fury looked at the dude that handed it to him. He said, have you had this on you the whole time? Are you sure? Then he cracked it. He cracked it and then started drinking it. Meaning, if he didn't have this on him the whole time, whether it was closed or not, he wouldn't have drank it. Nah, I didn't. I just picked it up over there. Not drinking it. Tim TV in that super chat, much love. He said, there was a fight when Fury's boxing glove was not attached to the thumb part of the glove. I think that was John McDermott. What's his name? Josh or John McDermott? No. That was McDermott. That was gosh, I can't think of that guy's name. But they stopped the whole action, and you hear the commentator saying, I've never seen anything like this. That was an eliminator bout. That was an eliminator. And he's standing there looking like, oh no. Motherfucker, what you mean you don't know? The thumb, that piece of cloth, it's elastic that connects the damn glove. That just don't break. Get the fuck out of here, man. Bro. Donnie side was good. Christian Hammer. That's who that was.
I'm back, bro.
Okay. Christian Hammer. Christian Hammer. You understand? Man, you niggas gave this guy enough room to breathe. You niggas that fought us hammer and tongue over this AJ and Wilder shit, this Wilder and Fury shit. You guys are not fans of the sport, and that's what I fucking told you. That's what I fucking told you. You guys aren't fans of the sport. You're Wilder haters for reasons you can't explain. This is an American black man who started fighting because his daughter was sick. And for him to go from that to where he is and to still get robbed, this guy with only a right hand, no boxing skill, this is the American dream.
First of all, let me say this about the no boxing skill thing. People like to say that, right? But you don't win a medal in the Olympics not being able to box. You don't. Who have they awarded medals to that can't box in the Olympics? Even if the guy wasn't the true winner, because we've seen that with Floyd's fights, Roy Jones's fights in the Olympics, right? We've seen people get jobbed. Evander Holyfield get jobbed. But everybody who's there can box. Everybody who is there can box. But why is it that someone who has poor technique and does almost everything improper, like Prince Nassim Hamed, they can say, oh, he's unorthodox. Why couldn't Deontay be unorthodox?
Manny Pacquiao.
You see, because especially with Deontay coming to the sport so late, right? And had the type of success that he's had, the way he gets people up out of there and the way he goes after people and all of that, that's unorthodox. And then he just happened to be an extremely melanated man.
Yep.
And see, that's the thing that they don't want. That's the thing. Because there's something about that whole, what do you want to say, carbon thing, because there's so much that comes out of carbon. Carbon be dark, but everything else be born of it. Strength is the foundation of carbon because it illuminates the world, doesn't it?
Yep.
Does it not? So to have someone like that making people feel inspired, making people feel like I want to emulate that success, and then also have that be a person of integrity as well, and to have that be someone who can be humble and have humility and compassion. But y'all want to laugh and mock and make fun when he sheds tears at press conferences because he has compassion in his heart and understands the differences behind what you do as a profession and what you do as a man. Two different things. But you ridicule and say the Bronze Bomber and Deontay Wilder are two different individuals. Well, they have to be. Don't you have to be a different individual to go to your job and do your job the way they tell you you got to do it? You can't go in there wearing some damn Nike flip-flops and some cargo shorts and a t-shirt when there's a uniform that you got to put on, hang it up in the locker. Huh? So don't you flip the switch to cooperate
every day
to get that little thing that they call a check a couple of times a month? What's the difference? But you got the nerve to ridicule somebody who can be a beacon of light and hope. What are you being the beacon of? Bullshit?
Yep.
These are the things, again, when we talk about, you focus on the wrong things and you get the improper result. The result that you need for you as an individual. Now, how long you going to swim in the sewer?
Eric Jordan in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said Tyson Fury can't win a fair fight, a fight fair and square. This is cheating at its finest. Absolutely, it is, man. And these clowns, y'all seem to be cool with it because y'all so hell bent on winning an internet argument rather than understanding or trying to understand what the hell's going on. Alfred in that super chat, he says the fact that Fury has a rematch clause for Ngannou is disturbing. He has a rematch clause?
But it's not a championship fight, though.
What? I'm not watching that trash fight. That fight is a scam and needs to be boycotted. Why the hell does he have a rematch clause?
Yeah, he's supposed to be the best in the world, right? The best since Ali and everything, right? You can put him up against all the greats in history, right? But he needs rematch clauses.
Why does he have a rematch clause? You niggas, all right, look. See this picture, right? Oh, Drew, what are you talking about? I just told you about these gloves. Look at that. That glove is broken.
Not only that, Drew, but look at the referee. Look at the
that
referee.
drunk nigga right there?
Yeah. You see how close he is to the action?
Yeah.
Where was the reprimanding of Fury for hitting and holding and with an open glove, beckoning with an open glove, all the things that we talk about all the time, right? And he's right there. So Kenny Worthless is just that. Live up to live down to the name. Because as you see, right there is photographic evidence that the official is supposed to see this. What was the official name that caught Fury in the fight against Hammer when he saw that he had cut the tabs on his the attached thumbs?
Oh, I don't know.
That ref looked, he checked his gloves. He's like, wait a minute, no. But Worthless is supposed to be a good official, isn't he?
Hell yeah. You know what? I'm gonna look.
And remember, Wilder said the dude smelled like he had alcohol on his breath, huh?
The referee was Esteban Kovacs? No. You know what? It doesn't tell me who the referee was here. That was right before the Vladimir Klitschko fight. It doesn't tell you on BoxRec. That's interesting. Oh no, I'm sorry. It is right here. Here it is. Marcus McDonald.
Okay, there you
Marcus
go.
McDonald.
So it's obvious that he checked for what he was supposed to check for.
He just retired.
And the guy who's supposed to have done what was for the greater good of boxing in the first fight didn't even catch the fact that the man didn't have his fist in the mitts. He had him down below by the wrist portion.
Yep. Let me pull that clip up. Here it is. I'm gonna call fair use on this. I might have to, you know how YouTube do, when you start sharing some truth. Fair use, y'all. Fair use. This is it right here. Fair use.
Against Christian Hammer. Here now is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Look at that. Listen, man. That part right there, that shit don't just break, y'all. That does not just break. I don't give a fuck what you say. That does not just happen. Look at that. Look at his face. Caught. Look at this, man. Are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the O2 Arena in London as Frank Warren presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Queensberry Promotions in association with...
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not guilty. You fucking Captain Caveman. I ain't do anything. Look at that. This is amazing, y'all.
with Fury Promotions
Bring that
and
back.
Queensberry Promotions.
Look! You ever walked in on your kid doing something he ain't supposed to be doing?
Listen, man, let me tell you this. When you review the track record of this particular fighter, there is a reason to understand why he can't make certain fights with certain individuals. Now remember, Deontay invited him to a title fight, right? But Deontay, I'm certain if he had known what we have discussed and learned over the time, and even went back in history and found out other things like this, he may not have had that consideration for the guy. He may or he may not, because Deontay is his own man and he thinks his own way. But with all of that being said, think about it this way. The AJ fight with Fury didn't get made, right? It didn't get made. The Usyk fight with Fury didn't get made. Now, somebody could say somebody's ducking the other person or whatever. But how do we know what the real discussions were behind the scenes about what they're doing? Because if Usyk's people know what we know, Fury got to come in on the straight up and up.
That's why the fight wasn't made.
And the Fury can't come in on the straight up and up, regardless of what they're saying publicly. You don't know that they on to his mess, but they're not going to talk about it, because basically you have to put an asterisk by this guy's entire career. He has had too many run-ins with inappropriateness for the sport for there not to be a problem there. And then when you factor in people like Frank Warren, who he's been in bed with, you really need to pay attention to who the hell Frank Warren is. I already put Drew up on something regarding Frank Warren, and it was put out there cinematically, and you guys need to watch what you're looking at. Frank Warren just last week gave a soundbite saying nobody cares about the facts. I mean, about the fights. They want to see events. Who said that? Nobody ever inquired with me. No one ever rang my phone or sent me a letter or email and said, what do you think? So what gives him the right to tell you what you want to see or speak on your behalf? They do those type of things when they're trying to pull one over the public. Floyd has been doing it openly all the while, and you can't get mad at him when he says, I'm about to go steal some more money, because he's telling you what he's doing. If you want to be one of the ones that open up your back pocket for him, so be it. But Frank Warren is trying to tell you that this is real boxing, and it's not.
Let me get through this real quick. Let me get through this real quick, because I want to get to what the announcers were saying.
Sponsored by Raynham Steel, Frank Michael Mas instructions after our referee in charge. He'll be giving instructions after the introductions from Twickenham in England, Marcus McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, just been informed by the referee we have an equipment delay, a split glove. We have a short delay before the start of the instructions and the beginning of this bout.
Well, I've not seen this before.
Hey, do you see who that is right there on the right in the blue? Back it up just a second. You know who that is?
Yeah.
That's Savannah Marshall's trainer,
Peter Clark.
Fury.
Peter Fury. I'm sorry, it's Peter Fury.
Yeah.
Peter Fury, not Clark. There's two Peters in there.
Yeah. So
there you go.
Now, when you see that, think about Franchon Cruz Discern fighting Savannah and fighting Savannah with Sugar Hill Stewart as her coach and trainer in her corner.
We connecting the dots, y'all. Y'all ain't got to see no more of this. Y'all ain't got to see no more of this. We just connected the dots to y'all. You're welcome. You're welcome, motherfucker. But this is the guy, and y'all fake anyway, because I don't see anybody in America chanting this guy's name saying, when is the Gypsy King coming back to America? When is he going to fight next? Oh. No one. Y'all jumped on the hate of Deontay Wilder. You niggas is fake. You the same niggas back in Shakur, you the same niggas that cut up Devin. You the same niggas that turned your back on Deontay. Forget every last one of you niggas. Forget every last one of you monkeys. Simply stay away from me. And y'all have done a good job. Y'all have. Y'all have done a splendid job. Y'all done a splendid job. But don't come back when we're celebrating. Okay? Don't come back when we're celebrating. You're not one of us. You're not real. Stay away from me. You're a dysfunctional, self-hating primate. You're an ape. You're an agent. Stay the hell away from me. Stormy, let them know how they can find you.
Right here on YouTube, Stormy B-Man is the channel. All caps, but no cap.
There it is. You going live tonight?
No, I'm not going live tonight. If I do, it'll be spontaneous. Normally I would go live at 8 p.m., but I just won't be able to make that time because I got something I'm doing personally. So,
all right. Well, y'all already know how to find me, man. I'm way past our time. I know the general's on. Let's head over there, man. Good looking out for coming through. Y'all can't explain this, don't talk to me. Y'all can't explain this, don't talk to me. But y'all, I guess y'all looking forward to him killing Francis Ngannou. Y'all niggas did this. You better hope that man don't get hurt in that ring. All right, that's y'all fault. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation. Go subscribe to Bear Cave Entertainment. Go subscribe to Stormy B-Man. Go subscribe to Painful Lessons Podcast. Let's head over to the General, man. We going. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.